Greetings in the name of the Lord. Our verse for today comes from the Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 11, verse 48, and it reads, "Therefore you are witnesses to, and collude with the deeds of your ancestors. They killed them, you build their tombs." Dearest friends, the verse we just heard is part of the reproaches given by Jesus to the leaders of the Jews. The Pharisees first, because the Pharisees confronted Jesus when he went to have a meal in a Pharisee's house, because they said Jesus did not wash his hands before eating. And when the lawyers intervened and they said, "Teacher, by saying such things you insult us too," Jesus now faced also the lawyers. And Jesus is accusing them of being accomplices to the evil deeds of their forefathers. Jesus is laying blame also to the generation for supporting the evil deeds of the past generations before them. He said, "Your ancestors killed the prophets, but you yourselves, you built the tombs of the killed prophets." In other words, you give support to what was done by your fathers. You defend their acts, and you go on to make sure that you bring it to fulfillment, that you complete the very evil act they have started. And Jesus calls our attention to this very act. Do you often engage yourself in the continuous maltreatment started by people who came before you? For instance, you are given an office, you are a manager, and you came into office and you notice that a particular worker has been maltreated, cheated, and deprived of his or her privileges. Do you say, "It was not done in my tenure," and then you continue to suppress it? Or do you raise it up and say, "This thing that happened before I came was not properly done. I restitute what my ancestors, I correct what those who came before me did badly"? Or do you continue in that step? Some of us in our various families, we continue the enmity, we continue the problem, the confrontation, the struggle that was initiated by our forefathers. Your father had a problem with a particular family, and then you continue with it. You inherited it and even make it to grow bigger. What have you done differently from those who came before you? As a man, what have you done differently from your fathers who lived before you? As a woman, what have you done differently from your mothers, from your parents who came before you? Jesus wants us to be free from the evil of our fathers, of the past generations before us. And that is by making things better, by calling evil, evil, by saying, "What my father did was bad, what my brother did was bad, what my elders did was bad. I must not continue in that line. I must make a change. I must not give my support, either by my actions or by my silence, to what I know was done badly." May God give us the courage to stand up, even when we are to lose, because sometimes it may be a land acquired forcefully by our ancestors or through lies. It must be a mismanagement of property given to us. But we, growing up, we notice things we are not done correctly and in the right way. Let us have the courage to say, "This does not belong to me." Let us have the courage to say, "I must end this act of wickedness that existed before me." And may God help us in that struggle. Amen.